What's up, everybody? It's Ryan here, CEO and head quant at Happy Trader. Looking at the 3 minute chart today, and we have the NASDAQ handily up. The market is up today after NVIDIA earnings, so we're going to get right into it and start trading. We have a buy signal, we have an uptrend signal. We're using our indicator happytrader.io, sentiment AI with a Luma trend, and you can kind of see what the market is doing with our indicator. So we're going to go ahead and leave it on. We see that we had a buy and a big uptrend, and we have this weakening, this flattening here, like I talk about in some other videos. So we're going to go ahead and take a long off of that dip. I really love that dip. That's super juicy. If it comes all the way down here, we're going to go ahead and double down, and we're going to set our units to 2. We're connected through Tradevate, and it integrates directly with TradingView, which is very helpful. A lot of our traders like to trade on split screen, so that's okay too. Some traders like to trade on their mobile device. So we are trading during power hours, so we're going to get a little bit more volatility. There's going to be more drawdown. Disclaimer, this is not financial advice. Past results are not indicative of future results and all that good stuff, right? So we're just going to kind of put that disclaimer there. This is just for entertainment and educational purposes only. And we're going to be dollar cost averaging into our position today. And it is 3:32 p.m. And that's really what we're dealing with, is that 330 market. So to me, this downtrend looks very weak. Also, if this kind of drawdown scares you, well, I mean, we didn't get in at the beginning of the day, right, to do this trade. I could have. It would have been a really easy trade and probably one of our most successful videos. But the point of this video is to show you that, you can go along with the trend and you can look at some of the weakening of these Illuma trends here, okay? So this one, you see how it's like get flattened out a little bit, but then it like started chopping up. That's pretty much what we're trading right now. So we're trading off of weakness. So our thesis is weakness, and we're looking bullish. So if we look down at ultra speculatives, they're all over the place. We have like stuff going off the grid today with AT&T and all that stuff. But we did have NVIDIA earnings come in strong, so we're going to sit here in this trade. Now, if this is too big of a drawdown for you, you can go to the MNQ symbol, MNQ micro Nasdaq, and it's 1/10 the size, so it'd be like $17, $15 drawdown, $14 drawdown. For me, no problem with this size. Comfortable with it, and I don't over position myself. And what we're doing here is, if the market being bullish and decides to go up, well, we're going to be in the profit zone. If it goes down to, let's say, all the way down here and we take a huge drawdown, we're going to reduce our cost basis to about here. So it's either going to go up or it's going to go down, but we're going to DCA in because we have a bullish day. We're not going to try to go against the grain and try to predict when the market's going to start selling off. So that's going to be the name of the game for this trade. So just hang with me while we do this trade. And I am going to skip the video around. I'm going to change the format a little bit to keep you entertained so you don't have to sit here and watch these longer trades. And I'll just kind of cut to the chase. You can keep your eye on the time down here as far as the trades and all that stuff. So that's going to be key. But right now it's 3:34 p.m. and we are just waiting for this trade to kind of materialize. And again, we have a potential sell signal. These aren't the Happy Trader trading signals. These are more like super trend signals, but our proprietary uptrend and downtrend signals are going to be right here. So these are either, you can scalp these signals, or sometimes they run, and they give you a really good, barometer on what's going on with the market. So we're just going to wait for this trade to do what it's going to do. I'm going to be quiet for a couple minutes, and then, we'll skip around and we'll see where the price is in a couple minutes. All right, didn't take long. We're back, and same trade, same, just a little bit later in time, like a minute later. And now our trade is starting to take over. Now, what we're generally looking for when we're using our indicator is the potential buy. And then the fact that we never got a downtrend is going to dictate, what we do next. But we're going heavy on this trade. This is a very bullish day. As you can see, this is not to be shorted, in my opinion. So this is what we're going to be doing. And if it does happen to go all the way down, we're still going to reduce that cost basis. So if it drops to like here all of a sudden, which it probably won't, it looks like the market's just kind of propping itself up after NVIDIA, we can just reduce that cost basis. And trading futures, we're able to do an overnight hold if we want. You got to make sure you have margin, and you have to make sure you protect your downside, whether it's puts, whether it's whatever you're doing. But this was a pretty easy trade just based on the flattening out of the Illuma trend, but really high amplitude. So when we have an uptrend next to a buy signal, that's going to tell us that, generally, especially if this happens, let's see when we got it. Look, right off the bell. So this wasn't even an overnight thing. We were kind of selling off a little bit overnight. And then what happened was the market open, Nvidia starts mooning, and then Happy Trader kind of sniffed that out and put an uptrend signal right in front of this buy signal, which is a confirmation. Now sometimes we get these buy signals, and sometimes they do run a little bit, but a lot of times we get buy signals that are bad, right? So that's why our uptrend and downtrend signals are fewer and further between, because they are just flat out better. You can see that right there. So, they're way better than super trend or any free indicator. This has been a long time in development, and we can tell here that this has a high potential for a breakout to the upside. So we're just going to ride it out. Just let the market do what it does. You have to remember the market is very emotional, and especially at 3:37 p.m., it just looks like we're just getting a little bit of FOMO here. But we are going to maybe take a profit, maybe not. I'm just going to go ahead and flat out. Let's wait for the breakout. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead flat out at 3:05. That's fine for one contract. It's actually a lot for one contract. And we're going to change our units back to 1, and we're actually going to wait and see what the market does. So I'm going to pause the video again. Keep an eye on the clock down here to keep track. It's 3:38 p.m., and it is Thursday, February 22nd, 2024. I'm going to pause the video and then come right back. Folks, that's going to be it. It looks like the market's just moved up too much for the day. It might lurch up right at the end, but we're not going to be getting into a trade with just 8 minutes left in the market. We're going to have a lot of algorithmic things happening in the market. So that's going to be the video for today. My name's Ryan, CEO and Head Quant. Hope you enjoyed that scalp, and have a great day and happy trading.